Hi there. I want to talk to you a little bit about tandem feeding twins and the different positions that you can try. So I've got my twins here. This is Tony and Maria from West Side Story. So I think the standard position that most mums want to try to start with is the double rugby hold. Now, it is possible to do this with sort of just standard cushions and such like, but a lot of mums find using a tandem feeding pillow, a twin feeding pillow, actually helps a lot with sort of positioning and also making sure that you can sort of feed hands free actually, so you can have your hands free to eat and things like that, because there's no time for eating when you have twins. So one of the feeding cushions can be quite a good purchase. There's several different ones, and really it's more down to your body shape actually, which one is suitable. If you want to read up a little bit more about that, we have a blog on the Breastfeeding Twins and Triplets UK website. That's www.breastfeedingtwinsandtriplets.co.uk, and there's a tandem feeding cushion blog on there to sort of talk you through about which one might be suitable for you. So I've just got this. This was mine when my babies were little. We have a back cushion, so you stick the back cushion in behind, and then you need to be sitting fairly upright to use them. Tuck it right into your tummy, and then that hopefully means that there's no gap. I just realised I've got mine upside down. It's got a slopey side and a flat side, so you need the slopey side upwards. And then we will just keep the babies nearby. You can lift one up, so grabbing the baby grow and just supporting if you want to, back of the head. There's one, put in position, and because it's sloped they're not going to roll off, so it's quite safe. And then put the other one, grab the other one, put it in position, rest on the cushion, and then just need to tilt them in slightly and latch one baby. Once they're sucking well, you should be able to let go and just feed like that. And the same with this one. This one's hat's falling off. There we go. Okay. And once they're feeding well, you should be able to just let them rest, and you can eat your dinner off. I used to put my plate in between their heads. So eat my dinner, drink tea, use your phone, remote control, whatever you need to do. Or you can just rest and hold them in nice and tight like that. So that's one position. So, but it's by far not the only position that you can use if you're tandem feeding. Some mums really don't get on with cushions. They don't like them. And some mums just want to try other things so they can feed easily when they're out and about and such like. So there's various other positions you can try as well. So I'll show you some of these. Oh, when you're unlatching them, you can just sit them up like this. Give them a little bit of a burp if they need one. They don't always need one. And the same with this one. You can always put them back on for seconds if they need it, which they quite often do. Sometimes they need thirds. So, yeah, it seems to work quite well with the cushion. So, okay, and then we can try some other positions as well. So another position that quite a lot of mums like is to do one baby rugby hold. I'll do the rugby hold this side so you can see. And one baby in cross cradle. So you would start by, start by latching on the cradle position in the traditional way. So that's it, get them on like this. And then when you have other baby, which I should have put down on the other side, you can put him in behind you like that and latch both babies like this. This one works fairly well without a cushion because you can rest cross cradle baby on your leg and cradle in your arm like that. And then this one, his head can actually rest on the legs of the other one. And obviously he's not too wriggly. Mine used to kick each other in the head when I used to do this. You can also, doing this with your legs crossed actually really helps as well, because it just gives you a bit of extra height in your lap. And so that can work quite nicely. This is quite useful if you're just having to maybe feed a baby group or something like that, and you don't really want to lug your cushion with you. Yeah, or even feeding out and about, that can work as well. Another position that you can try, which is without a cushion, is a kind of more upright position. So babies will sort of straddle your leg. You have to be fairly tall. You might have to lean back a little bit. If you've got really, really big boobs, this doesn't work quite so well, unfortunately, but it's okay for some. And then you would get them on like this. You might have to lean forward to get them on a bit like that. Get that baby on like that, and then you can lean back and just support them again in the crook of your arm. If you're wanting to sort of feed lying down as well, this is quite a good position, but all you have to do is that. Top of cushions under your elbows and you're safe. You can actually have a very nice laid back, double laid back position. This is very relaxing, and as long as the babies can't, roll off anywhere, if you've got your arms supported nicely, it's probably quite safe to have a little snooze as well. Make sure they just can't get trapped anywhere, that's the important thing. So this is one version of sort of feeding lying down. You can even go a little bit flatter if you want to, like that, and the babies are still latching on quite nicely. Another position you could try lying down is sort of doing one side lying, like a lot of mums do when they've got a single baby. So you do one in a sideline position like this. So you get your baby there, latch them on like that, and then this one, they can quite often sort of feed lying over the top of you. Can you see what I'm doing there? So, and they sort of latch on like that. So they're sort of almost in rugby hold. And you can sort of rest your head then, and it's actually fairly comfortable. So you can also rest that baby's head on the other baby a little bit. That can work quite well. That's probably a little bit, maybe for when they're a bit older and they've got good head control and such like. It can be a little bit hard to get this baby in the right position if they're quite new. So, and then there's sort of another one that you can try in a more sort of laid back fashion again. Is you can actually use your cushion a little bit more upright. You can always put something under your knees, or that sort of thing. Just get my back cushion and try and lean back a little bit more, and use the cushion a bit more like that. This is really good if they've got any sort of reflux, or you've got fast letdown, or any time where you need to slow the milk down basically, or if babies need to be kept upright. A lot of babies do feed better if they're in an upright position, so you can possibly do that. If you're sitting on a sofa doing this, you can put something under your feet and sort of like a footstool or something, and lift up your knees a little bit and then lean back slightly, and this can sort of work quite well if you're needing to feed in a slightly more upright position. So there's lots of ideas there. I hope you can take some of them away and maybe have a go and be adventurous. If it doesn't work, that's absolutely fine, and just go back to what you like doing. But you can certainly try a few different positions and see how you get on with them. All right.